I'm really pleased to be here today to celebrate everything that is Active Bystander. For me, Active Bystander isn't just an intervention, a one-off, that's it, we've done it. This is the start of a social movement, a start of a new way of supporting our staff. The NHS at 75 years old has now got a plan that talks about attracting, retaining and supporting our staff. And really the Active Bystander Programme is about how do we feel that we want to come to work, how do we feel we've got the skills to bring our whole selves and really change the culture within our organisations. And what's really special for me about LLR is that this isn't just about the NHS. This is true integration across health and social care, and really delighted that Ruth Lake has co-sponsored this as a director within the local authorities to make this as important across all parts of our system. And I want to recognise that doing new ways of working, behaving in a different way is not always easy, but with the skills from Active Bystander, it's the right thing to do.
When I read about the Active Bystander Programme, I just thought this sounds fantastic, very real, very relevant issues that a lot of us have to deal with in the workplace. The themes that they deal with really helps you to self-reflect. They talk about micro incivilities, even things that perhaps we're not even aware of. You know, it makes you look at your behaviour as well as everyone else's and how best to kind of handle things positively.
When I joined the programme, I had no idea what an active bystander was. I didn't really understand any of it. So the very first session that we have, when they started at the beginning talking about microaggressions, I immediately thought, oh, I understand this. It was really inspirational, and I thought there's so many people in our workplace who this can benefit.
Got involved in an Active Bystander Programme because I wanted to learn and improve. There has been an improvement in our work environment. In fact, this morning, one of my colleagues was saying how the morale has improved in the department because we are tackling historic behaviour.
I wanted to learn and I wanted to grow, and I think if you're involved, then I can help others getting involved and help my team and just make it a better working environment.
It's absolutely reinforced what I already believed, and it's given me the confidence to know that there are other people around the system that are feeling exactly the same way as me. If I'm going to do something, I like to do it well and do it properly. And this programme just seemed absolutely ideal, and it was, actually.
It was almost invigorating, just having all this information that you could take away and help you deal with situations.
People were either experiencing bullying, harassment, victimisation, or had witnessed it and done nothing about it. So the Active Bystander Programme helps us address this, creating the right culture where our people belong.
This journey has actually proven that having interventions, tools, resources to help staff deal with inappropriate behaviour, language, attitudes, really makes a big difference.
The key thing for me has been the passion and commitment and the sheer drive of all our active bystanders to create a community of practice together so that it's something that we can make a huge difference of, each of us incrementally doing a little bit each day to make things a whole lot better in the bigger picture.
I think the standout for me with the programme was the interactivity, a little bit of role play, some of the videos that we saw really made it come alive.
We could all say exactly what we thought, open up, show vulnerabilities, cutting through all the barriers. I learnt a lot. I love the real life stories. It just encouraged really open and frank discussions, sometimes uncomfortable, but I think it needs to be sometimes to move forward.
If I'm sending an email, for example, I will think of the impact of the way I'm saying it. Oh, actually, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, mate, because I wouldn't have liked it if someone said that to me. So questioning your own behaviours is the biggest impact I think that it will have.
There was always that fear of actually could this end up in situations that could be confrontational, and it's not like that at all.
It's not to address things in an aggressive nature, it's very much trying to diffuse the situation. If you felt in danger, it's to take yourself out of that situation, check in on colleagues later, it's just responding appropriately in that moment.
It just feels very natural to me, and I think once people know that they have the strength and the organisation behind them, it will come naturally to them as well.
I think seeing that we'd got senior stakeholder involvement within the programme meant a huge amount, and it just shows that everybody's on board.
For it to work, we all have to adhere to civility. And the civility is stuff that we've learned from a young age. Your moral compass should exist in both your work and your home life.
Because it's all about human relationships. You take it everywhere you go. You know, you use it in the supermarket, you use it at the bus stop. It's not something you ever switch off. Once you've learned it, it's with you.
So there was an incident in my local town, and there were some lads. They walked past and then took a second look at somebody that didn't conform to society. Very, very vocal, and verbally abused this person. And I actually spoke to them and I said, just leave this person alone. He does no harm to you. And my daughter actually said to me, I'm really proud of you, Mum, for doing that. And the Active Bystander Programme, I would not have done that before.
I think what the programme demonstrates is change starts with you, and that's really important. And I think as the programme goes on and more individuals are grouping together, exchanging their ideas, their stories, their experiences in the action learning sets, that really has a powerful impact.
The action learning sets are actually brilliant because it's a way of staying in touch with the Active Bystander community as a whole.
A lot of courses, you go on a course and that's all you do. These are about embedding the learning, and actually these can be quite tricky situations that colleagues find themselves in, so it's a safe space to build on that learning, share experiences and create that community of practice amongst the delegates to keep that momentum going.
We have regular follow-ups every month or so where we get to talk with our group and talk about the challenges we've had. And that shared learning has made it really valuable.
After nearly a year of us running the Active Bystander Programme, it is so important that we keep the momentum going. We need to stick together, help each other, and if we can do this, we can do just about anything.
As a sponsor for UHL, I am so proud to see the number of staff that have already engaged, not only just on the programme, but to be also train the trainer. Thank you so much to all those staff members who have taken the time to attend the Bystander Programme, to spread the word and make a difference.
From a leadership perspective, Active Bystander is one of the tools I've added to my toolkit, and it's one that I use. It makes people think, and it's when you think that's when you learn.
Well, there's always at the back of everyone's mind a fear that it just won't work, but it's up to us to make it work. And through changing that with one person at a time, we will change the culture eventually.
The people coming out of school, going into work, wouldn't it be a nicer place if we'd already embedded this culture and they were coming into a place where you're spoken to nicely and you're treated in a manner that you'd want to be treated. And it also, the behaviours wear off on them. They start treating people that way. They start to embed those behaviours within them. And that's the change, that's the whole culture change. And that's why it's important everybody, every level, every department gets involved with the Bystander Programme, because it's important, and it's important for the next generation.
The more staff members can go on this programme, the more knowledge and ability and awareness we've got in order to deal with situations.
We had a fantastic group, all different ages, diverse, different roles and responsibilities. I would recommend it to absolutely anyone. It's only going to be a positive thing.
It's going to grow organically, but it needs more and more people to come on and actually live and breathe it. I can already see the changes that the programme's making in people. Really, the only way to experience it is to come along and join yourself and see what it's all about.
I think it's such a great training course that I wanted to encourage lots of other people to go on it.
I hope you'll take the opportunity to join the Active Bystander Programme and make a difference.
I'm really proud in terms of the feedback we're getting already in terms of the difference this is making. Colleagues are sharing with us that this is the best programme that they've actually accessed, that this is making a difference, and this is telling us it's the right thing, and we need to continue on our journey